Section 110.3b of the National Electrical Code, commonly referred to as the NEC, mandates that smoke alarms in all dwelling units must be powered from a branch circuit that is protected by an arc fault circuit interrupter, commonly referred to as an AFCI device. This is a critical safety requirement intended to reduce the risk of electrical fires. The UL 217 standard for smoke alarms, specifically Section 28.3, reinforces this requirement, stating that smoke alarms installed in dwelling units must be connected to an AFCI-protected circuit. This ensures that smoke alarms are installed with a high level of protection against electrical faults that could lead to fires. It is important to note that local building codes may vary, so it is always advisable to check with local authorities to ensure compliance with all applicable regulations. These codes may have additional requirements or specific interpretations of the NEC and UL 217 standards. Some smoke alarm manufacturers, such as KID, state that their ionization smoke alarms are compatible with both AFCI and non-AFCI circuits. This indicates that not all smoke alarms necessarily require AFCI protection, depending on the manufacturer's specifications and the type of alarm. Ionization smoke alarms utilize a radioactive source to detect smoke particles and may be less prone to nuisance alarms caused by AFCIs compared to photoelectric smoke alarms. This difference in sensitivity can influence the choice of whether or not to use an AFCI circuit. Hardwired smoke alarms, which are connected directly to the home's electrical system, may bypass AFCI protection. The way these alarms are wired can affect whether or not they are protected by an AFCI device. It is crucial to consider the potential impact of AFCI trips on smoke alarm functionality. AFCIs can trip and cut power to smoke alarms, potentially rendering them inoperable. Therefore, it is essential to ensure that smoke alarms remain functional during an AFCI trip, possibly through battery backup or other means. Ionization smoke alarms may be more sensitive to smoke than photoelectric smoke alarms, potentially leading to more nuisance alarms when connected to AFCI circuits. The increased sensitivity can be a factor in deciding whether to use an AFCI circuit with these types of alarms. Always consult the manufacturer's instructions for specific smoke alarms to determine their AFCI compatibility. Manufacturer guidelines provide critical information on how to properly install and use smoke alarms with AFCI circuits. As a best practice, it is generally recommended to connect smoke alarms to AFCI-protected circuits as required by the NEC and UL 217 standard. This ensures compliance with safety regulations and provides the highest level of protection against electrical fires. However, in certain circumstances, such as with ionization smoke alarms or hardwired smoke alarms, it may be suitable to use non-AFCI circuits. It is important to carefully evaluate the specific requirements and recommendations for each situation. The primary reason for requiring smoke alarms on AFCI circuits is to enhance fire safety. AFCIs are designed to detect arc faults, which are dangerous electrical conditions that can cause fires. By protecting smoke alarm circuits with AFCIs, the risk of an electrical fire is reduced, ensuring that the smoke alarms remain operational to alert occupants in the event of a fire. The NEC provides comprehensive guidelines on electrical installations, including the requirements for AFCI protection. Understanding the NEC is crucial for ensuring that electrical systems are installed safely and in compliance with regulations. UL 217 is a standard that sets the requirements for smoke alarms, including their performance and reliability. Compliance with UL 217 ensures that smoke alarms meet certain standards for detecting smoke and alerting occupants. Local building codes can vary, so it is important to check with local authorities to ensure compliance with all applicable regulations. These codes may have specific requirements for smoke alarm installations and AFCI protection. Different types of smoke alarms, such as ionization and photoelectric alarms, have different sensitivities to smoke. Ionization alarms are generally more sensitive to flaming fires, while photoelectric alarms are more sensitive to smoldering fires. This difference in sensitivity can affect the choice of which type of alarm to use and whether to use an AFCI circuit. Hardwired smoke alarms are connected directly to the home's electrical system and typically have a battery backup in case of a power outage. This ensures that the alarms remain operational even if the power goes out. AFCIs can trip and cut power to smoke alarms, potentially rendering them inoperable. It is important to ensure that smoke alarms remain functional during an AFCI trip, possibly through battery backup or other means. Nuisance alarms can be a problem with smoke alarms, especially when connected to AFCI circuits. These alarms can be caused by dust, insects, or other factors. It is important to properly maintain smoke alarms to reduce the risk of nuisance alarms. Manufacturers' instructions provide important information on how to install, use, and maintain smoke alarms. Always consult the manufacturer's instructions for specific smoke alarms to determine their AFCI compatibility and other requirements. When connecting smoke alarms to AFCI circuits, it is important to ensure that the circuits are properly wired and that the AFCIs are functioning correctly. This will help to prevent nuisance trips and ensure that the alarms remain operational. In some cases, it may be necessary to use a combination of ionization and photoelectric smoke alarms to provide comprehensive fire protection. This approach can help to detect both flaming and smoldering fires. It is also important to have a fire escape plan in place and to practice it regularly. This will help to ensure that everyone in the home knows what to do in the event of a fire. Smoke alarms should be tested regularly to ensure that they are functioning correctly. Most smoke alarms have a test button that can be used to test the alarm. Batteries in smoke alarms should be replaced at least once a year, or more often if necessary. This will help to ensure that the alarms remain operational in the event of a power outage. Smoke alarms should be replaced every 10 years or sooner if they are not functioning correctly. This will help to ensure that the alarms continue to provide reliable fire protection. Carbon monoxide detectors should also be installed in homes to protect against carbon monoxide poisoning. Carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless gas that can be deadly. Fire extinguishers should also be kept in homes to help put out small fires. Fire extinguishers should be properly maintained and inspected regularly. Sprinkler systems can also be installed in homes to help suppress fires. Sprinkler systems can be very effective in preventing fires from spreading. It is important to have a comprehensive fire safety plan in place to protect against fires. This plan should include smoke alarms, carbon monoxide detectors, fire extinguishers, sprinkler systems, and a fire escape plan. By following these safety tips, you can help to protect your home and family from fires. Furthermore, understanding the nuances of AFCI technology is essential for ensuring the proper installation and operation of smoke alarms. AFCIs are designed to detect arc faults, which are unintentional electrical discharges that could occur in damaged or degraded wiring. These arc faults can generate intense heat and are a leading cause of electrical fires. The NEC mandates the use of AFCIs in various circuits throughout the home, including those that power smoke alarms, to mitigate this risk. The technology behind AFCIs involves sophisticated electronic circuitry that continuously monitors the electrical current flowing through the circuit. AFCIs are designed to differentiate between normal electrical arcs, such as those that occur when a switch is turned on or off, and dangerous arc faults that indicate a problem with the wiring. When an AFCI detects a dangerous arc fault, it quickly trips the circuit, cutting off the flow of electricity and preventing a fire from starting. There are two main types of AFCIs: branch circuit AFCIs and combination AFCIs. Branch circuit AFCIs protect against series arc faults, which occur when a wire is broken or damaged. Combination AFCIs protect against both series and parallel arc faults, which occur when there is a short circuit between two wires. Combination AFCIs offer a higher level of protection and are generally recommended for use in smoke alarm circuits. When installing AFCIs, it is important to follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. AFCIs should be installed by a qualified electrician to ensure that they are properly wired and functioning correctly. AFCIs should be tested regularly to ensure that they are working properly. Most AFCIs have a test button that can be used to test the device. If an AFCI trips frequently, it may indicate a problem with the wiring in the circuit. In this case, it is important to have the wiring inspected by a qualified electrician. The sensitivity of AFCIs can be a factor in whether or not they are compatible with certain types of smoke alarms. Some older smoke alarms may generate electrical noise that can cause AFCIs to trip unnecessarily. In these cases, it may be necessary to replace the smoke alarms with newer models that are designed to be compatible with AFCIs. The use of AFCIs in smoke alarm circuits is an important safety measure that can help to prevent electrical fires. By understanding the technology behind AFCIs and following the proper installation and maintenance procedures, you can ensure that your smoke alarms are protected and that your home is safe. In addition to AFCI protection, it is also important to consider the type of wiring used in smoke alarm circuits. Non-metallic sheath cable, also known as Romex, is a common type of wiring used in residential electrical systems. However, Romex is susceptible to damage from rodents and other pests, which can lead to arc faults. For this reason, it may be preferable to use metal-clad cable, such as NEC cable, in smoke alarm circuits. NEC cable provides a higher level of protection against physical damage and can help to prevent arc faults. The proper grounding of electrical circuits is also essential for preventing electrical fires. Grounding provides a path for fault current to flow back to the source, which can cause the circuit breaker to trip and cut off the flow of electricity. All electrical circuits, including those that power smoke alarms, should be properly grounded in accordance with the NEC. Surge protection is another important consideration for smoke alarm circuits. Power surges can damage electronic equipment, including smoke alarms. Surge protectors can help to protect smoke alarms from damage caused by power surges. It is important to choose a surge protector that is specifically designed for use with smoke alarms. The location of smoke alarms is also critical for ensuring their effectiveness. Smoke alarms should be installed on every level of the home, including the basement. Smoke alarms should also be installed inside and outside of each sleeping area. Smoke alarms should be installed on the ceiling or high on the wall as smoke rises. Smoke alarms should be kept clean and free of dust and debris. Dust and debris can interfere with the operation of the smoke alarm and reduce its sensitivity. Smoke alarms should be tested monthly to ensure that they are working properly. Most smoke alarms have a test button that can be used to test the alarm. Batteries in smoke alarms should be replaced at least once a year, or more often if necessary. Low batteries are a common cause of smoke alarm failure. Smoke alarms should be replaced every 10 years, or sooner if they are not functioning properly. Smoke alarms can become less sensitive over time and may not provide adequate protection. It is important to have a fire escape plan in place and to practice it regularly. A fire escape plan can help to ensure that everyone in the home knows what to do in the event of a fire. The fire escape plan should include 2 ways out of each room and a designated meeting place outside of the home. It is also important to teach children about fire safety. Children should know how to recognize the sound of a smoke alarm and what to do if they hear it. Children should also know how to escape from a fire. By taking these precautions, you can help to protect your home and family from the dangers of fire. The information provided here is intended for educational purposes only and should not be considered a substitute for professional electrical advice. Always consult with a qualified electrician for any electrical work or installations.